Hi everybody, my name is David Joseph. I'm the CEO of Canaomics. We've just recently rebranded, and we're working on personalizing cannabis medicinals. And so we're at an extremely interesting time to be at the birth of a new industry, and that's what we're trying to set the framework for. And so what we're focused on is delivering the most comprehensive genomic health platform to provide clinical decision support tools that we can provide to each physician and healthcare institution that's going to be facing this medicine in the future. The mission is to transform global cannabis healthcare through personalized insights, education, and research. What we've realized in traveling all over the world, I've been in Canada and Israel and the United States the past few months, is that there's a big difference between medical patients and recreational patients. Currently, the model is 80-20, focused on the recreational market versus the medical market. And what we're seeing happening over the future is there's going to be a change back to 80% medical, away from recreational. Currently, there's a big lack of information. And then from a state standpoint, there's a lot of fragmented new markets. We're in California and Colorado. Every market has different rules and different governing boards. And there's no standardization, and there's also no central platform, which we're here to provide. On the problem side, we're seeing consumers don't understand how their body is going to interact with cannabis from a biochemical standpoint or from a psychological standpoint. And they also don't understand the different drug-to-drug interactions that are going to be happening with cannabis because it's acting on the same G receptor proteins as other pharmaceutical drugs. On the provider side, they have no established way of providing condition-specific recommendations to their clients, and there's no evidence-based literature for them to feel confident in making those recommendations. And then also, they don't know what products to recommend. Currently in California, you can only make a recommendation, and you can't actually tell people what product specifically to go and search out. So they're left to their own to go into a dispensary and find whatever medicine is available. The industry itself is lacking evidence, and one of the biggest things we're seeing is there's no consumer feedback and around the formulations that people are getting. And so our solution is designed to provide condition-specific guidelines based on genomic biomarkers in order to personalize medicine for these users. On the provider side, we're seeing that they don't have any evidence-based recommendations for different conditions, and there's no decision support tools. And so we can also provide them detailed reports. On the industry side, a lot of the large companies who are now looking to form into multinational companies, they're not able to get any real-world information back because of the federally illegality of clinical trials. And then they're also not able to get the same business intelligence that they would expect from a normal industry in order to expand their market reach. This is a sample of what our dashboard would look like, where you can see the different canogenomic and nutrigenomic and then also pharmacy interactions, where someone can put in a genetic test and then get a response back to show what kind of products or strains are going to be best for them based on the standardization that's going to happen in the industry over the next couple of years. What's beautiful about this solution is it's a home-based solution where someone can do their test and then they will receive their products by delivery through their phone and can start to take control of their healthcare in that aspect. We provide a proprietary genomic interpretations as well as our own intellectual property, and we're working white labeling the solution as a distribution method to large companies who would be able to offer this to their clients. I'm the CEO of the company. I have my partner, Dr. Cody Long, who's a wonderful combination of a naturopathic physician as well as a computer scientist who's able to blend the two together. We also have Dr. Leonard Wisniewski, who's a world-renowned leader in integrative medicine. He's been working with the governor of Colorado, Jared Polis, in order to make it available that any person who is prescribing opioids, now physicians, the first recommendation they can make is for cannabis-based medicine. And then we also have Dr. Golda Joseph, who's in charge of the Chief of Health Psychology, in understanding actually what type of psychological reactions people are going to have to cannabis and how we can use the platform to guide them through that. On the competition side, it's very interesting that we see a number of companies in Canada who are doing this because of the federal legality. However, in the United States, we haven't seen any companies come forward that can provide this type of a platform to people. Our current status is we're expanding our platform and our team. We're talking with different fulfillment partners in California, Colorado, Florida, and Washington in order to begin rolling out the platform. And we're looking at doing research with UCLA, who recently formed a cannabis research initiative. They got $100 million in order to spend $10 million every year on cannabis research, and they're looking for public-private partners to begin doing that. We're also talking with UCSD, and there's a number of companies in Israel who are really leading cannabis medicine from a medical standpoint. Right now, we're looking that cannabis will disrupt the pharmaceutical industry to the tune of tens of billions of dollars in the form of substitution effects. Cannabis, they're setting it up to replace different drug categories like opioids, antidepressants, sleep aids, anti-anxiety pills, and anti-epileptics, just to begin with. What we've also seen in clinical trials because of the federal illegality is that they're not able to understand what kind of decisions people are making in real time. And that's one of the interesting things that this program is able to produce. And then the market for medicinal use is about 35 million people in the US today. And you can contact me, I'd be happy to talk with anybody.